Good day. I'm Rickee with the Sonoma Parkpoint Club, and I teach Pilates there. So I'm here to give you a little movement for your day when we're all living a little bit out of the box in these days. So and I hope you're all doing well. So let's begin standing. And we want a lot of energy through your legs, energy down through the bottom of your feet, into the earth, and out through the top of your head. So you have that opposition of energy. And you want to be pulling up in the core, lengthening that spine, and just reaching out. Get that energy flow right down the center of your body. So we're going to start with the arms out at the side. And we'll start with a little side bend. So take an inhale, exhale, and over to the right. And back to center. Inhale, exhale, over to the left. Get a nice side stretch in the side body there. And back to center. Another one to the right. And to center. And another one to the left. And to the center. Then we're going to widen the legs. We're going to do another side stretch and go over to a flat back. So over to the side, and then down to a flat back, and then rotate around, and over to the side again, and back up. Now we'll go straight over to a flat back, and then round all the way over. Hang, let your head hang, relax the neck, and then we'll come on back to a flat back, and we'll roll up from there. Okay, now we're going to go back down again, and we'll do some side stretches to each side, or some rotations actually. So inhale, exhale, back over to a flat back, and then over, rounding over, and then you're going to rotate over to the right leg and stretch. Just rotate that spine around, let that rib cage move a little bit, to center, and to the left side. And rotate that rib cage around a little bit. And come back to center. And roll up. Arms out to the side. We're going to do the same thing again, only this time we're going to face each way and do some stretching there. So over to the right again, and to a flat back, and all the way over to the right leg. And then you're going to rotate your feet around so they're facing the right. And just allow the backs of your legs to stretch out a little bit. If this is hard for you to do, go ahead and bend the knee if you need to. And come back to center. And then roll on back up. Same thing to the left side. Over to the side bend. And then side flat back. And over the left leg. And then you're going to rotate the feet to the left and stretch a little bit there. Again, if you need to bend your leg, that's fine. And even if you can't go over quite all the way, you can go ahead, and bend the leg and just go this far. Or you can go all the way over. And then come back to center and come up to a flat back. And roll back up again. Okay, now we're going to go down to the mat. So I'm going to adjust the camera just a little bit so I can get the whole mat in. And we'll come to the end of the mat. And we'll face the mat, front of the feet on the mat. And just roll down from there. And then come on to sitting on your heels. And just let the back the heels stretch out a little bit, move your ankles back and forth. Do this slowly, especially if you're not used to moving the ankle joints very much. Come up onto your toes if you can. Then come down onto your knees. Hands out in front of you. And we're going to do a little yoga exercise, which is the down dog. I'm sure you're all familiar with that, or most of you. So come on up into a down dog. And breathe here. And try to get as much length as you can through your hands into the floor and through your feet into the floor, as well as reaching out through your tailbone into the sky. Allow your head to hang so the neck is relaxed, and pull up in the belly to stabilize your pelvis and spine. Okay, and then from there, we're going to walk out to a plank, and you can either do it on your knees, so you can come down to your knees and go out to a plank, or from the down dog, you can go all the way out to a plank position. Now, from here, you want to keep your head up and in line with your spine, and you want to keep the shoulders in the socket. See those humerus bones, the arm bone in the shoulder socket. Pull up through the legs, so you have a lot of energy between your hip socket and the bottom of your feet. And you've got your core engaged. So that's helping to hold the center of your body up. And take a few breaths here. And let's take a few more breaths. Try to relax into the position even though everything is working. It's one of those whole body exercises where everything is working. Then come down to your knees and come all the way down to the prone position on the mat. Okay. Then from there, we're just going to do some little mini push-ups right here. So you're not going to you don't need to put your toes down. If you want, you can do a full push-up. Otherwise, just from here, push up your upper body and back down. And up. And back down, and up, and back down. I'm going to do about 4 more. And down. Again, try to keep your neck aligned with your spine. Head up, not looking down, not dropping down. Core pulling back into your spine. I've lost count, but let's do 1 more. And back down. Okay, then go ahead and put your elbows under your shoulders. And if you can, kind of pull the skin on your forearms back so that you're pulling your elbows back toward your pelvis. And then lift from the upper torso, the sternum up, and breathe there. And let the back lengthen. And let the front of the body lengthen out. Create a little space for your organs to move around for a change. Okay. And then from there, you're going to bring your legs up, the bottom of your legs. You're going to flex your feet, point the feet, and flex the feet. And back down and lift. Flex, point, and flex. And down, flex, point, flex, and down, and again. And down. And we're going to do the same thing, but this time, you're going to have your arms down by your side. So I'll show you the first one. It's flex, point, flex, and lift. Flex, point, flex, and lift. 4 more. And hold there. And let's flutter your feet a little bit. Keep trying to lift the upper shoulders, the shoulders up off the mat. And reaching down with your shoulder blades. Try to reach your pelvis with your shoulder blades. So really reach those arms out. Energy through the arms. And relax. Okay, then you're going to come up and into an extended down dog, and a seated one. Stretch out the back a little bit. And then come up into all fours. So you want your hands, your wrists underneath your shoulders, and your knees underneath your hips. On a flat back. Again, try to keep your head up in the line with your spine, not down here. Keep it up. Okay, and then we're going to do a cat-cow series. So you'll come up into a rounded back, and then out into a nice long arch, and then up into a rounded back again, and into an arch, and again, arch. So here you really want to push the belly up into the spine, open up the spaces between the vertebrae, come back down, and then come the opposite way. So now your sternum is going to be reaching out toward, in front of you, which is this bone in the center, this big bone here. You want that reaching out that way, and your butt up in the air. So a nice big arch in the back, lots of energy through the arms still. And back into an arch. Okay, from here, come into a neutral back. Try to make sure your shoulders are in the sockets. Your shoulder blades are on your back. You don't want any of this going on, or shoulders up on your neck. Okay, so from this neutral position, you're going to lift a straight right leg, straight back, and lift. And then bring it down a little bit, and then lift it to the side a little bit. And then back to the center and to the side. Center, side. Lots of length through that leg. Reach, reach, reach. In the meantime, your belly is pressing up into your spine. You want to keep that pelvis stable. You don't want that pelvis rocking around while all this is going on. I think we've done about 7, 8, 9, and 10. And bring that leg down. Now we'll do 10 on the left side. Same thing. Try to keep your head lined up with the spine, belly pulled up into your back. You know, get this stabilized so your pelvis is stable and not rocking around. And then you're going to lift your leg up to straight and lift, and then out to the side a little bit, straight, over to the side, straight back, over to the side. 4, 5, 6, and 4 more, 7, come back down to all fours, and stabilize, and then come on back, sitting on your heels. If you're not comfortable with this, if you have a block, you can put the block between your legs, or between your feet, excuse me, and sit on the block if that's more comfortable. You can also put a pillow under between your calves and your thighs in here so that you're up a little bit. Otherwise, come back sitting on your heels. And then we're going to rotate the rib cage. Pelvis stays forward. Rotate the rib cage to the right and reach behind you. Come back to center and then to the left. Back to center. One more to each side. To the right. Center. Then to the left. Center. Now we're going to do continuous. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So relax, keep lengthening through the spine, and bring yourself forward into a child's pose. You can rest here with your arms forward or out in front, or back, either way, whatever is most comfortable for you. Okay, when you're ready, you can come out of that. Now we're going to go into a down dog again, only this time your toes are going to be under. And if this is not possible for you, then go ahead and do another down dog. And even if you want to do the long extended down dog, that's all right too. Whatever is best for your body today. Okay, and then come on up into a down dog with the toes curled under. Again, lots of energy through the bottom of your feet. Well, let's say the toes of your feet in this case, and your arms. So come on all the way up into a down dog. Just relax here. One more breath. And then come back on down. Okay. Then we're going to go turn over onto our backs. So sit out in front of you, and we're going to do some roll downs to begin with. So your arms are going to be out in front of you. And to begin, we'll just do a few roll downs, and we're not going to go all the way down. We're just going to do this to kind of warm up your spine a little bit and kind of get your core working a little bit more. So, and what that's going to feel like when you roll all the way back down. So if you want, you can do it with a straight leg, or you can do it with a bent leg, whichever your preference is. It's a little more difficult with a straight leg. So you're absolutely going to want to be using your core, your abdominals, and press those lower abdominals into your spine as you roll back. So take an inhale, exhale, and you're going to roll back from the bottom of your spine. So you'll roll back there first at the bottom of the spine. Keep the C curve as you come down and hold. Take an inhale, exhale, and roll back up. And again, roll halfway down and then roll back up. Again, you still want energy through your arms, out the top of your head, and down into your feet, even as you're rolling back. And rolling up. Now we're going to roll all the way down. So again, you can start with a straight leg or a bent leg, either way, your choice. And you're going to roll all the way back down. So keep that C curve in the back as you come down, all the way down slowly. Head comes down and arms come overhead, straight arms. Still want that energy going. Do not bring your arms all the way down to the floor. It's not too healthy for the shoulders. And then come on back up again. And now we're going to do the roll up. So again, bent legs if you want. And if you can't come all the way up, come up halfway. So if you're rolling up, you come up and then you get that C curve in your back again. And if this is as far as you can come, or if this is as far as you can come, that's fine. Otherwise, roll all the way up and over. But you don't want to collapse here. Keep this open so you're just over your legs. Then you'll roll back again. Stay here if that's as far as you can go, or roll all the way back down. Inhale and exhale, rolling up. So again, if you can only come this far, that's fine. Just go that far, go back down, and come back up again. Otherwise, come up this far, if that's as far as you can go, and then back down. Or come again all the way over. Keep the spine nice and open. You don't want to be collapsing like this. You want this open. Energy through the arms and legs. Let's do one more of those. So rolling back again. Again, if you can only go this far, fine. If you have to keep your legs bent, that's fine too. All the way back. And up again. So only go as far as you can go. If it's here, or here, or here, or all the way over. Come back up to sitting. Arms at your side, and then press up. And lengthen, keep your arms straight and lengthen the spine. Allow the spine to lengthen. You're lifting a little bit off of your sits bones to allow that spine to lengthen. Okay, and then from there, let's go ahead and do some rotation from here. So we're going to do the saw. So put your feet in the corners of your mat and your arms out at your side, spine stacked on top of your sits bones. So both sits bones are pressing down into the mat. Those are the bones, the little bones at the bottom of your pelvis. And you can feel them, you know, when you're sitting right on them. And then keep the spine nice and long. So we're going to rotate to your left first or right, whichever is easier for you, so that you can still see the video. So you'll rotate, and then you're going to roll over, still keeping this open. And you're going to bounce 3 times as if you're sawing your little toe off. That's why it's called the saw. And you're going to come up to a straight spine, the center, straight spine to the right, and then over to a saw. And then back up, center, rotate to the left, and over. Center, right, center, right. And when you're reaching back, reach that arm. Keep reaching that arm to get a little more rotation in those obliques. Back up to center, right. Again, really reaching back. You want these obliques just working away. Back to center, right. Center, and rest. Bring your legs together. So we're going to do some more torso rotation. So this time you can have your arms out to the side and heels flexed here, or feet flexed, I should say. So really reaching out through your heels. Again, you really want that length out there. You really want that energy. Same with the arms. You want the energy going out your fingertips. And you want the energy into your shoulder sockets so that the humerus stays in the socket. So you don't want to reach your hand so far that you're pulling your arms out of the socket. Well, not exactly all the way, but a little bit. So you can have your arms out straight, or you can have your hands on your shoulders. I have a glitchy shoulder, so I like to keep my hands on my shoulders. Then you're going to rotate to the right, center, and then to the left. So again, you want to keep the pelvis stable. You don't want it moving around. You only want the rib cage moving on top of the pelvis. Again, this is good for your obliques, right? And you're really pulling up into the core, pulling up, lengthening the spine, and over to each side again. Let's do a couple more on each side. And rest. Okay. All right, now we're going to lie back down on the mat and bend your knees and bring your feet in as close as you can to your butt. Then from here, again, relax the shoulders down onto the mat. You don't want to be all this tension up here. Relax that down. This doesn't need to work right now. Arms down at your side. Okay. And then we're going to roll up into a bridge. So you'll want your feet and your knees straight out from your sits bones. So your feet should not be together. They need to be separated just a little bit. The distance of your sits bones apart, which is only 6 to 8 inches, something like that. And then roll up from the base of the spine until you're up and resting on the back of your shoulder blades. So you don't want to be resting on your neck. Stay out of your neck and rest on the back of your shoulder blades. Okay, now you want to try to pull your feet as close as you can to your butt. So imagine you're pulling in toward your pelvis. This will help to engage your hamstrings more than they already are working. And you do want them working for sure. Again, you want the core working, pressing into the spine. That's going to help stabilize the pelvis. And hold for a couple more breaths. And then you're going to slowly roll down. So start at the top of the spine and roll down through your vertebrae, all the way down till your tailbone is on the mat. Now we're going to do that again, and then we're going to do single leg extensions while you're up there. So come on up into the bridge. You don't have to come real high up, because you don't want to be on your neck anyway. But it can be down a little bit. Sometimes if your pelvis is down a little bit more, your hamstrings are working more, and that's a good thing. All right, so we're going to lift the right leg up, straight in the air. Again, energy through that leg. None of this wimpy leg. Up there, straight. Flex the foot and bring it down, just to the height of the other knee. Point and bring it back up. Flex and down, and point and up. Flex and down, and point and up. Again, 4, 5, 8, 9, and 10. Hold there, lengthen more, lift the pelvis more. Bring that leg down, don't let the pelvis move. Take a breath there, reorganize. Left leg straight up in the air. Energy out that toe, out the toe there. Pointed foot. Again, no wimpy legs, keep them straight. Flex the foot and down to the height of the other knee. Point and up. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 10, up, lengthen, lift the pelvis a little bit more. Bring that leg down, don't let the pelvis drop. Both feet on the ground, stabilize, and slowly roll down. Excellent. Okay. All right, now we're going to do, you'll have your feet straight up in the air, or your legs straight up in the air. And then we're going to open and close them. So I'm going to have you go all the way out, pointed foot, and all the way back in. Pointed out and in. If you only go a little way, that's fine. You don't need to go all the way out. I can't go that far myself. Breathing. Typically in Pilates, the breath is on the easy part of the movement. You inhale, and on the hard part, you exhale. So in this case, it would be when you bring your legs together. One more. Now we're going to do more of them. This time, you're going to point out and flex the feet in, and point out and flex in. Point out, flex in. These inner thighs should be working like crazy. And your core should be working to stabilize your pelvis. And just do one more of these guys. And bring your legs into your chest and bring them down to the mat. Okay. All right, now we're going to do curl and reach, and then we'll go into hundreds, which is everybody's favorite. We know that. Okay, so take an inhale, exhale, and you're going to curl up the upper part of your shoulders and reach with your arms. And back down. And reach. And back down. And again. And down. And down. Now we're going to go into hundreds. So for this one, your legs can be just where they are, or you can have them at 90-90, or you can have them straight up in the air, or you can have them down at a 45-degree angle. Whatever is best for you today. As we know, our bodies can be in a different mood each and every day. So go with whatever that is at the moment. All right, so we're gonna take a big inhale, exhale, and you'll roll up just into the curl and reach position and organize your legs where you want them to be. And you'll start to pump your arms. Now here's where you really need to breathe. Try not to reach with your neck. You'd want to be bringing yourself up here. If your neck is bothering you, bring your hands behind the base of the skull and go that way instead. You don't have to pump your arms here. If you need to drop your legs, do that. I've lost count. One more set. And bring your knees to your chest. Roll down. And you're going to bring your legs to 90-90. Open your arms a little bit to the side. Still want energy through your arms, even though they don't have to be totally straight. They can relax against the floor. Okay, and then you're going to rotate to the left just a little bit and to the right. And when you do this, you're going to get a little bit of stretch in the lower obliques, but you don't want to get into an arch in your back. So you want to keep your pelvis pretty well lined up. So it's going to move with you, but you don't want one side of the pelvis reaching down toward your feet more than the other. But you don't want to arch your back. That's a little too much stress on the spine. Bring your knees into your chest and just roll back and forth a little bit. Relax the back. All right, very good. All right, so now I'm going to do rolling like a ball. So actually, let's do, no, we did that already. Never mind. Okay, so we're going to do rolling like a ball. So you have your knees bent and have your hands around your ankles. And you want to keep that C curve in your back so you can actually do the rolling and you're not coming down on a flat back. That means pulling the core in to create that C curve in the back. And you'll come up to inhale, exhale, and back up again. So inhale, back, and exhale, forward. Or opposite breath, sorry. And 4. All right, now let's do the seal. So it's still the same kind of rolling position. So your feet are your flippers, and you're gonna press them together 3 times or bounce them together 3 times. 1, 2, 3. You're gonna roll back. 1, 2, 3, roll forward. 1, 2, 3, back. One more. All right, straight leg, roll back. So we're gonna go back and forward and back. One more. Okay. All right, now we're gonna do a rollover. And then we're gonna separate the feet a little bit, flex them, and then come back up. So again, if you can't roll all the way over, just go as far as you can. My suggestion would be on these that if you cannot go all the way over, just go to here and lift your pelvis up and down. Trying to lift from the core, even though your arms can help you. So if you can't go all the way over, go to that position and do it that way. Even keep your legs bent if that's a better way to go for you today. All right, so then from here, we're gonna go ahead and roll all the way back and over. Now you don't wanna bring your legs all the way down. You want them parallel with the floor. Then you're gonna open them up and flex the feet. And only open them shoulder width distance apart. And then you're gonna roll that back down. Again, if you need to bend your legs to get your legs up, that's fine. If you can only go to here, that's fine. Otherwise, go all the way over. Legs parallel with the floor, flex the feet, open them a little bit, and roll back down. You still want to keep this open C curve the whole time. Over again. Open, flex the feet, and all the way back down this time. Good. All right, so we're gonna roll over again, and we're gonna do a jackknife. So for this one, again, if you can bring your straight legs up, that's fine. If you can't, you can bend them, and then come up to straight, and just stay there, and again, lift. Do these hip lifts right here. And it is a good exercise besides the hundreds to strengthen the core so that eventually you will be able to go over once you get the strength in your core. For now, the jackknife, you're going to roll over the same way. And then you're going to drop the legs just a little bit. And then you're going to open them up. So just like a jackknife that closes and opens. But when you come down, you're going to stay open as much as you can and roll down with that knife open. Just come to there and then back over again. Close the jackknife, open the jackknife, and come on back down. Let's squeeze out one more. And open, and come back down. And either bring the legs straight down, or you can bend them to bring them down if that's more in your line of business. Okay, and then come up from there. All right, let's do some side lying. So you're gonna come over onto your side. You can rest on your elbow like this or down, and rest your head on your hand. You do want one hip stacked on top of the other. And then a lot of energy through your legs again. Arm in front to stabilize if you like. Flex the foot, the top foot, the bottom leg is going to stay stable. And you're going to lift. It doesn't have to go very high. You can go as big as you want. I like to do them small and concentrate on engaging the glutes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now I want you to lift both legs. The bottom one's not going to lift very far. And do 12 more. Well, again, you want lots of energy through those feet. Okay, and from there, you're going to make a kickstand out of your toes on the bottom leg. Energy through that leg to stabilize your whole body. Keep your pelvis stacked, one on top of the other. And we're going to do the clam. So you're going to bring your toe to your knee and then your knee to your knee. And if you can't quite bring your toe to your knee or your knee to your knee, do as best as you can and get this rotation going. So 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I can't do it because I have hip replacements and my internal rotation is not so great. So I do the best I can as well. All right, and then both legs on top of each other, leg circles. So little tiny circles rotating to the back, so rolling to the back. Again, lots of length through those toes, really reaching long. That leg needs to be straight and long. Lots of energy. So we'll do 12. I think we did 12. Change direction. Now you're going to go forward. Now change direction again. These are going to be larger. Let's do 8 of these. 1, 2, 3. And 8 the other direction. All right, then we're going to reach the top leg forward with a flex foot and back with a point foot. Flex, forward, back with a point, and bounce twice back. 4, 5, 6, 7, one more, 8. All right, now you can bring your hand down on your arm if you like, straight arm, or you can put your hand under your head, either way. Front leg out in front of you, we can straight or bent, however you like. And then you're going to lift the back leg. So you want to try to press your bottom leg back and up. So it's 1, 2, get those inner thighs working. Flex the foot and reach to the heel. 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3 more. Okay, good. And then come on up, sitting, and switch over to the other side. And you want to be resting on your hand again, head on hand, pelvis stacked, and the bottom leg really reaching out, and the top leg flexed and lift. Again, it doesn't have to be very big. And the more you keep that top leg back, the more you're going to engage in the glute area. I think we're on 9, 10, 11, 12. Now you're going to lift both legs. The bottom leg won't lift very much. And then again, 1, 2, 3. If you'll notice, this is really getting into your obliques as well. 10, 11, 12. All right, toes down on the bottom leg. That's a kickstand. If you can't do that, just keep the legs down, leg down flat. Otherwise, come up into that kickstand position. Okay, the clam, toe to knee, knee to knee. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If you're doing those on your own, you can do them much slower if you want. In a way, it's kind of better. You can concentrate on exactly how far you're internally rotating and externally rotating. Leg circles. Okay, little circle to the back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then forward. 1, now large circles to the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 forward. 12, okay, and then the kicks, flex the foot forward, point back, flex and back, flex forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. think we're on 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more. All right, then you're gonna rest that front leg down, either bend it or straight. Bottom leg straight, hips stacked, and lift the bottom leg up with the flexed foot. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Lift it as high as you can. Keep it back as far as you can to really engage more. 11, 12, 3 more. Okay, and rest. All right, come up to sitting. Spread your legs out nice and wide. Hands are by your side, lengthen the spine up. You still want to be pulling up in the spine, head reaching to the ceiling. Feet flexed. Side stretch over. Keep this opposite pelvis down. Keep that hip bone down. Over to the right, over the leg. And then down inside the leg, to the center, inside the left leg, over the left leg, and side bend to the left. Come up, over to the left, over the leg, stretch inside the leg, to the center, inside the right leg, over the right leg, and the side bend to the right. Come to center and reach out forward. Try to keep the back straight. Then come up, legs together, and you're going to roll over with a rounded back. Should feel really good. Breathe into the back. Okay, then you're going to roll up, point the feet, and roll up slowly, dragging your arms, hands along your legs. Nice long spine, arms at your side, shoulders back, and push up, lengthen the spine even more. Oh yeah. Okay. And then bring your feet together. Stretch out those inner thighs a little bit. Try to keep the back straight. And if you can't bring your legs all the way in, that's fine. Just do here, just do there, wherever you can. And keep the legs straight, the back straight, this way instead. And then bring your feet under you. When I stand up, you're probably going to lose my head in the video, but that's okay. You'll know I'm still there. All right, so then you're going to come up to standing, and here, and all the way up, stretch up. Bring your arms down by your side. Lengthen the body again, pull up through your legs, throughout the top of your head. And I thank you all for joining me. Have a good week. Take care of yourselves. Please take care of yourselves. And hopefully I'll have another video for you soon. So have a very good week. Thank you.